Recording is in progress right now. Gabo, do you accept recording this class for all your classmates?
Yes, teacher. Yes, I
Okay,
do.
thank you very much. And excuse me, but I I forgot. No, I didn't forget it. I had certain problems today, so I couldn't manage the computer. Hasa is arriving right now. Hello, Hasa. How are you? Hello, Hasa. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
Fine. Gabriel is here. Gabo came today to greet you. So, Gabo, say hello to Hasa.
Hello,
Ah,
how are
hello,
you?
Gabriel.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Good,
How are you?
good. Okay, good. You know that Hasa is closing their microphone because she always has a party at home. No, it's the television. She has her television on because his grand, his son is watching TV, and this is why she closes immediately the microphone so that you cannot listen to the sound around. This is why. Okay, Hassan, this class is being recorded for not for you, but for Betty, and for yes, no, I don't know if Jessica is coming. Probably for all the people like Homero or Chewy. Do you remember Chewy? No, you don't remember Chewy. Now, Hasa, what is the day today?
Today is Wednesday, August 3rd, 2022.
That's okay, good. Wednesday, August 3rd. 3rd. And Betty is here. Betty is arriving right now, but I don't know what happened with her, that she's not come yet. Okay, she's here. Betty, this class is being recorded for Homero and Jessica, if it is possible, that they come, and for Chewy. What is the day today? Betty, how are you? What is the day today?
Today is third. August 3rd.
August 3rd. That's okay.
Wednesday. Wednesday.
Wednesday, August 3rd.
Wednesday, August 3rd.
Okay, good. Now, thank you very much for coming all together. I love you. I love you. You didn't greet Hasa. Hasa is here and Gabo is here. Can you please greet them?
Hello,
Okay?
Betty. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, and both of you, how are you?
Good, good.
Good. Hasa
Hi.
doesn't open the microphone because her son is watching TV, and there is, a lot of noise around, and I understand that. Don't worry, Hasa. It's
Okay.
okay. Huh? Or probably she has a party because I listen to music over there. She's having a party over there. Hasa, are you having a party over there? Open your microphone right now and say hello to Betty. Come on.
No, no, teacher.
No, you don't have a
It's
party.
the TV.
Oh, it's the TV. Okay, good. Close the microphone. Close the microphone. I'm going to close mine. I'm going to close my camera, and I'm going to go to bed. It's okay. Now, Gabo, could you please read this part A, the instruction here? Gabo, can you please read part A, the instructions of part A right here?
Scan the article in which country the people usually live. 15 or 20% tips of food.
Okay, now
In which
you're going to
country
scan, okay,
live?
the article, and scan the article and say in which country people usually live
In
15
Spain.
or 20% in a restaurant tip, a tip.
In
In which,
Spain, don't give tip.
what do you say? Sorry, there is noise around here. Can you listen to that noise? Somebody is sewing here. There is a machine over here. I'm going to close the door. Excuse me. I'm going to close the door. Okay. So you think that I have I mean, somebody's repairing a car near or around. I don't know. Okay, now observe. Do you understand what tipping is? I mean, tipping, to give a tip?
Yes, teacher.
Gabo, when do you give a tip? When?
When I go to eat food,
Uh-huh. Who do you give a tip to? Who, Betty, who do you give a tip to? Who do you tip?
Give a
Betty,
tip
who do you give a tip to? Hasavet, do you
the
know?
water, the water.
In the restaurant,
In a restaurant, who do you give the tip? Who?
when
No, but who?
when
To the chef? To the chef? To the
oh
cook?
no, the
to the waiter.
To the waiter or to the waitress, to the server, you give a tip to the waitress or to the waiter, to the server. Now, and there are certain countries, like in the United States, where you tip 15 or 20% of what you have in consumption of your check, your bill, okay? But in certain countries, like in Mexico, for example, only 10% is okay. Imagine that your bill, your check is 100 pesos. You just give 10 pesos and that's okay. That's a tip. When you enter to a hotel and there is a person, the bellboy, the bellhop, carries your baggage, you give a tip. How much do you give? Probably 5, 10 pesos, okay? No more. If you give 20 pesos, it's too much. Or if you imagine that you give 30 pesos, oh my goodness, 30 pesos is more than $1. $1 is the usual tip for a waiter if you haven't eaten so much. Okay. Now, scanning the article, tell me, in which countries usually the tip is at 15 to 20%? Do you know the answer, Gabo?
Yes, teacher.
Which country is it?
In Mexico.
In Mexico, 15%.
Estados, the
In the
U.S.
United States.
In the United States, you see it here. In the USA, it may vary, probably 15%, probably 20%. Tell me, scanning the article, tell me, in which country is unnecessary to give a tip? Which country is unnecessary to give a tip? Can you observe, can you scan the information here?
Yes.
In
Which
France.
country?
In France? No.
There is
Yes.
another country apart from France. Apart from
In
France,
Japan?
huh?
And
In Japan?
In Japan. It's not
teacher,
necessary.
in
That's
Spain,
very interesting.
What do you say, Gabo?
in Spain también.
In Spain, it's not necessary to give a tip? I
No,
don't know. I don't
no,
know
sí,
because I have never
abuela
been to Spain.
no le dice que no.
Okay, now, yeah, but according to this article, in Japan, it's unnecessary, not necessary. Okay? Now, do you understand this? Is it clear for you?
Yes.
Okay, so let me delete these notes that I have here. I have already deleted the notes, and I want you to start reading. Hazabeth, open your microphone, Hazabeth. Open your microphone and tell me. The first paragraph is for you, Hazabeth. Okay, the
okay.
second one is for you, Betty, and the third one is for you, Gabo. Okay, can you please start, Hazabeth? This one is for you. The blue one
What's
is
a
for
tip?
you. What's a tip?
What's a tip? The verb to tip means to give money, and the no tip is the money that you give the someone. It's a slang word for Old English. Around the world, many people give tips to people who provide a service for them. It's a way of saying thank you. But did you know that tipping customs around the world vary a lot?
Okay, now can you repeat please to someone, to
To
someone,
someone,
give to
to
someone,
someone.
give to someone. Can you repeat slang, slang, slang,
Slang, slang,
slang,
slang.
slang? Huh?
From,
From,
slang,
from, from,
from, from,
around, around,
around,
around the
around,
world, around the world. Can you repeat it, please?
around the world,
Okay,
around the world.
okay, good. Them, for them. Can you repeat for
Them,
them? For
for
them.
them, for
Okay, for
them.
them. Can you repeat saying, saying,
Saying,
saying,
saying. Sin la
saying?
Y, saying.
Okay, okay, saying. Okay, not saying. No, 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 no. It's saying, saying. Okay, good. Can you repeat around again? Around. Okay,
Around the
very,
world,
very, very. Huh?
very a lot.
Very a lot, very a lot. Okay. Some people pronounce vary, but it's not usual. Most of Americans say very, very. The same as very. If you write an E, it's the same. Very, very, very is pronounced exactly the same as very. Okay, but it doesn't mean the same. It differs. Varies, no, very a lot, varies. Huh? The tips,
But which is the the difference
no difference
between
in pronunciation between very and very. No difference.
the differences in the meaning?
In the meaning, just in the meaning. It's like in Spanish when you say hola with an H, or la ola me revolcó en la playa. Hola without the H. The
Okay.
pronunciation is the same, but the meaning is different.
Okay.
And it is written
Okay.
differently. It's written differently, but it differs here, right? It doesn't differ. It differs in the written way, but not in the pronunciation. You understand this? Is it clear? Do you have any question about any particular words here? Gabo, do you have any question here? Any questions?
No, teacher, it's okay.
Okay, how about you, Betty?
Slang.
Okay, slang. Okay, I'm going to tell you a slang here in Mexico. Huh? You, Betty Reyes, you are a estuche de monería. That's a slang.
Okay, I got it.
Estuche de monería, okay? You know what a slang is? I'm going to tell you another slang. Way. Way is a slang. In order to say a guy, you know, a person, way.
It's
Way. You understand?
okay. Yes,
A
I
slang
understand.
is kind of a word that has no meaning, but the meaning differs according to the position. You understand? According to the position.
Okay.
Let me tell you another different expression which is used here in Mexico, right? That it is not, that it doesn't exist in any other place where Spanish is spoken.
Which
I'm
one?
going to tell you slang here in Mexico. People say something like this. Carrilla. You know what carrilla is? Let me tell you. I don't say. Hasaber. Do you know what carrilla is? Carrilla. Hasaber. Hasaber? Open the
Carrilla.
microphone. What is carrilla? Do you know what it is?
Oh, no, I don't remember.
Okay. Gabo, could you please tell me? Chalequeando. Chalequear. What is chalequear? Gabo, for you.
El chalequeo, bueno,
What is
es
chalequeo?
carrilla,
Huh?
carrilla,
Carrilla chalequeo. Do you
Ah,
understand? Carrilla in Venezuela is chalequeo in Venezuela. Chalequear. If you want to know a word which is similar here in Mexico and similar in Venezuela, huh? But I don't know if I'm gonna say a bad word. You listen to me, but you don't say it to my wife or to my, I'm saying, jodedera. Does it exist here in Mexico? Yeah? Yeah? Jodedera.
yes,
Does
joder.
it exist? It's okay, but it's a bad word, isn't it?
Ah,
It's a bad
It
word.
is like a verb.
It's like a verb. Okay. Hazabeth, how do you say carrilla, chalequeo over there in Santiago, Chile? There is a
Um,
special word that
yes,
Chilenos say that. What do they
yes.
use there?
Is hueveo.
Hueveo.
yeah.
Hueveo, hueveo. We are learning, hueveo. Hueveo is a slang, but it is used only in Chile and probably in Argentina or probably in Uruguay, hueveo. But it is not used in Venezuela. In Venezuela, you say, jodedera chalequeo. Okay? And this is not, well, this is when you say something that is not used in a place, but in another, in a different place. Well, the word tip, it was usually from Old English. But tip, if you search it out in the dictionary, you will find that it has different meanings. For example, a tip could be like this. You see this? What is this? What is this?
Pencil.
Okay. What is this here? What is this here?
A
It's
tip.
the tip of the pen. Is
The
the
tip
tip
of the pen.
the tip of the pen? You understand?
The pen.
But tip
Yeah.
tip is different in this way. And tip has another meaning. When you say, give me a tip, give me a suggestion. I don't understand. Give me an idea. A tip,
Ah, yeah.
give me an idea. Huh? You can give me a tip. Okay, a recommendation because I don't know what to do. Give me a tip, please. Okay, it's the usual word for Americans with a different meaning according to the slang. According to the place where you go, one word could be a bad word or a good word, and
Yeah.
everybody can understand it, but I don't understand it. This is the most difficult part of English, is learning slangs because there are so many words that have different meanings. You understand?
Yes.
According to, if you add one word to another, you have a different meaning. Huh? For example, if I tell you, this has no meaning for Hazabeth because Hazabeth has never lived here in Mexico. But I know that Gabo knows about it. Okay? Because he lives in Puerto Vallarta, and you do know it. Okay, if I tell you
Yes.
vale, it's okay. You say madre, it's okay. Me, it's okay. But if you rearrange in order, you say me vale madre. It's kind of offensive word, but if you go to the drugstore and you find that you find something like this, huh? Some drops. In order to go to sleep, you buy Me Vale Madre in the drugstore. And Me Vale Madre, everybody will understand that you're not saying a bad word, but it changes. Huh? If you say that to your boss, huh? You cannot do that. So some words are misunderstood depending on the place where you go. Okay? I told you, Betty, about one word that make me feel afraid. The first time I went to Mercado de Abastos, there was a guy who was following me and said to me, "Ocupa, diablito, ocupa, diablero." My goodness, ocupa is never used in Spanish for me as the verb to need. You understand? And diablo, diablero, diablito. But Gabo knows what a diablo is. Gabo, what is a diablo for you? Diablo, a diablo. If you go to the market, or if you go to a tianguis here in Mexico, the word tianguis is another slang. If you go to a tianguis here in Mexico, Gabo, what does the word diablo mean? In Spanish from Venezuela, what is a diablo? What is a diablo? It's not devil. No, it's not the devil. What is it? Gabo,
No sé.
you don't know? My goodness. Betty, please tell Gabo what el diablo is here in Mexico.
Like this is to be used for
Transporting fruit and vegetables in the market.
Yeah.
What do you use for transporting fruit and vegetables in the market in Venezuela? If you put a big box, right? And you transport it. How do you transport it? Gabo, how do you transport a big box and a heavy box of vegetables and fruit if you go to the market? What is the name, what is the noun that you use in Venezuela for the word diablo? What is it? Gabo?
La carrucha, teacher.
Carrucha. Did you know that that's carrucha? But there is another word that you use there in Venezuela. It's not carrucha, another one. Which one is it? It's the name of an animal. Do you know what an animal is? Which is the animal?
No me acuerdo.
Una zorra.
That's Hazabeth from Chile knows what a zorra is. What is a zorra here, Betty? Zorra.
It's an animal?
It's an animal, but apart from the animal, doesn't it have another sense, another meaning? A different meaning? Es una zorra.
Yes. When the people is very, I don't know.
Okay. Pay attention. The word zorra is el diablo. Okay? Diablo. El diablero is the person who carries the zorra. The person who carries the diablo is diablero. Here in Mexico, in Venezuela, is caletero. Caletero. What do you say, Hazabeth? Is it caletero?
Here or?
No, there in Santiago, Chile. What do you call that? There. Or in Venezuela. What is it?
No, I don't know.
Un cargador de caja, un cargador de qué, de carrucha, un carrucha. ¿Cómo lo denominan allá en Chile? Al que carga la zorra.
No sé
Lo
cómo
lleva el diablo.
Aquí lo llaman diablo, para que tú lo sepas, lo llaman diablero. That's the way, that's the case, okay? Now, do you understand what a slang is, Betty?
Sorry, yes.
Do you understand what a slang is? This is probably,
yes, I do.
This is probably the most difficult thing that you have to learn when you learn a foreign language. I had to learn a lot of slangs here in Mexico. Even though they speak Spanish here in Mexico? No? Okay. Now, no way. This is your turn to continue, Betty. Your turn to continue, please. Let's continue because we are not going to finish this. Come on, do it from here on.
Who and where to tip? In some countries, like the United States, it's common to give a tip in a lot of different places. Almost everybody gives tips to servers in restaurants and cafes. Servers really, really
Rely.
rely. Servers rely on those tips to add to the low wages they get paid for their jobs. People also tip taxi drivers and hairstylists. If an airport worker or a hotel bellhop helps
Bellhop?
you, okay, helps you with a heavy suitcase, you tip them as well. In Japan, thought it's a very different story. In Japan, tipping isn't part to the culture, so it rarely happens. In fact, a tip might be confusing to the server. And in France, a service charge is included on all restaurants checks. So in fact, you've already tipped your server.
Okay, now tell me, Betty, excuse me for this, it was a problem of the internet. It was not mine, huh? Okay,
Okay.
now tell me, do you have any word that you do not understand? But I'm going to
Yeah.
correct your mistakes. When you
Yes.
pronounce cafes, they make like a diphthong and say, hey, is,
Okay.
cafes,
Okay.
is,
Cafes.
cafes,
Cafes.
because this comes from France. By the way, France. When you pronounce France, it's this way, France. Okay?
Friends.
This
Friends.
word comes from France. And they say, for example, menu, huh? Menu. Some people pronounce menu. Some people say menu, and it differs from one. It varies from one place to another. The pronunciation for cafes, or menus, menu, or menu. It's different.
Yes.
Now, can you repeat hairs? Okay, repeat this. Rely on.
Rely on. What it
Okay,
means rely
okay.
on.
Uh, when you
Servers
need
rely on.
something, you need something. When you need something, you rely on that. For example, I cannot survive hmm,
Mm-hmm.
without working. I cannot
Okay.
survive if I don't work. I am relying on you, Betty. I am relying on you, Gabriel. I am relying on Hazabeth. I am relying on all my students in order to get the money I need for to survive here in Mexico. You understand? I rely on. Huh? I have my confidence. I am. You are the ones who are helping me. Huh? You are giving me hand. You are servers rely on mostly on the tips more than what they
Yeah.
earn from the boss, from the owner of the restaurant.
Okay.
Probably they do not receive much money, but they receive good tips.
Okay.
And the word, here's the word, hairstylist,
Hairstylist.
hairstylist, okay? Plural,
Hairstylist.
hairstylists, okay?
Hairstylist.
Hairstylists. It's difficult to pronounce stylists because you have to pronounce the S
Stylist.
and T and S. Stylists,
Stylists.
hairstylists. It's difficult. I
Hairstylist.
know that it is difficult for us to pronounce hairstylists. And repeat though,
Though.
although, however, it's the same. But when you say when you say although, when you say however, it means the same. In Japan, however, it's very different. You see, however, although, repeat though.
Though.
Okay, and
I prefer
rarely.
however.
You understand?
Rarely. Yeah.
Rarely,
Rarely.
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 Okay, okay. Do you have any problem in the meaning of any of these
Rarely.
words here? The
No.
meaning? No,
No.
it's okay. The only one
Yes.
was rely on, rely on.
Yeah.
Need.
Only.
Huh? I cannot live without working. I have to work. I rely on you. You are my clients. You are my students.
It
If I
is like depends on.
Can you translate it into Spanish for this sentence? How would you translate this word in this? Servers rely on those tips to add
The
to the lowest wages. You understand wages? Salaries. By the way, when you pronounce wages, the
wages.
final S, you omitted the S. Wages. Wages.
Wages.
Wages
Wages.
are salaries. You understand what
Yeah.
salaries are?
Okay. Yes.
Salaries. Wages.
Yeah.
Wages. Okay? What you receive for your work and money from your boss. Okay? Now, do you understand it all?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Yes.
Hasa, do you have any question about any particular words here that you do not understand? Hasa?
No, teacher.
It's okay? Good. Do you understand checks? Checks?
Yes.
Hasa, can you translate it into Spanish?
Check es como, ok, como,
In this situation, Gabo, can you help her? What is the check in a restaurant? What is the check in a restaurant?
Check.
When
Como
you
la nota, ¿no? La.
That's okay. When you finish eating, hey, waiter, the check. Give me the check.
La
How much do
cuenta,
I
¿no?
owe
La
you?
cuenta.
la
That's okay.
cuenta,
The
ok.
check. The check is what you have to pay is the bill. Some people say the bill. Some people say the check. It depends on the place where you go. La cuenta, la nota, cuánto debo. Okay, it's the check. Okay, the check or the bill. Okay. Now, Gabo, do you have any question to ask about this?
No, teacher.
No, it's okay. Uh, Betty, you told me bellhop. You know what a bellhop is? Who is a bellhop?
It's like botones.
That's okay. Bellhop is the botón. Okay, rapidly because the time is being up before this, the second round. Okay, Gabo, could you please read the other one?
Yes. How much to tip? The the amount people tip in the United States varies between 15 and 20% on restaurant checks. So, for example, if a restaurant total is $40, people give the server around $6 or $8. That seems like a lot of money for some visitors who come from countries where tipping isn't customary. According to one news source, the average tips in a New York restaurant is 19.1% of the total, but in London it's 11.8%. That's a big difference.
Okay, now repeat. Varies, varies,
Very
varies. Okay, the amount. Repeat the amount.
amount.
The You have to pronounce the because you have a vowel here. You see? The amount. The apple, the orange, the ice cream, not the. The. The is in this situation when you say the world, because there is no vowel but a consonant. You see? You say but you say the United States because you is combination, a combination of two vowels, you. So you can say the United States. But in this situation, you say the verb. You see? The verb. Why? Because verb starts with a consonant, right? But in this situation, it's the amount, the amount of people tip in the United States, is an exception of a rule. Instead of saying the United States, you say the. the United States. I don't know why. The only reason is because you is pronounced like you. But if you say, for example, the ugly man, the ugly starts with you. The ugly, you don't say the ugly, you say the ugly, because ugly is a consonant, is single. The ugly, you say the ugly, the, not the, right? In this case, you say the United States because there is you. But in this case, the ugly man, oh my goodness, I click on there. Probably it's going to be changed. The ugly man, okay? In this case, it's the ugly man, okay? Now, let's continue. Varies. Acabo. Seems. That seems like a lot of money. Repeat. That seems like a lot of money. Gabo, can you repeat it?
That seemed like a lot of money.
Seems. The final S is pronounced like a mosquito flying. Z. Seems. Okay? Now, Gabo, repeat customary.
Customary.
Average.
Average.
Source.
Source.
11.8%. 11.8%.
11.8%.
Okay. It's the time. It's being up. So, I'm going to close. Let's go for the second round in 2, 3, or 4 minutes, okay? So, see you in 3 or 4 minutes, okay? I don't know where. Yeah, it's here. Okay, let me stop sharing. And let me tell you, see you later, okay? See you later, alligator. See you later, alligator. See you later, alligator. This is something that people in Miami say. See you later, alligator. See you later, alligator. Bye. That's saying bye.